I think business statesmanship is extremely important for the health of the U.S. economy. And as a chairman and CEO of a Fortune 500 company, I think part of my responsibility is to make sure I can help government and businesses to work together to find common ground and to put policies in place that are catalysts for change and catalysts for moving our country forward. Where I think in the past, things moved slower than they do today. And an organization like CED that I'm proud to be affiliated with helps bring business people together, helps us formulate policy, thoughtful policy that's nonpartisan, that's really about improving America, and to bring that policy forward to government and to other stakeholders to make sure that we can talk about what really matters in terms of moving the economic environment forward, education forward, healthcare forward, fiscal responsibility forward. Those are all things that are important. The other thing I think that we have to do from a business statesmanship perspective is to make sure that we are communicating clearly with government and our elected officials the unintended consequences of when policy is put in place and it's not good for business, and what that means to the economy, what it means to jobs, and what it means to the security for the United States to be globally competitive. I think overall technology is a wonderful tool in the United States and globally that help people get their jobs accomplished, to live their lives in a different way, and to really aid in communication instantaneously. But those opportunities also have downside risks, and what we have to make sure is we don't leave workers behind. That if there's a change in skill set that's necessary to be a viable worker in the 21st century, we have to provide training and education for our existing workers so they can upgrade their talents in order to be viable and participate in a technology workforce, and also to use technology to help in that learning process. One of the great things about our company at Frontier is we provide telecommunication services, including internet access, to rural and suburban America, to small towns in our country. And we deliver the same types of services that you would get in New York or Chicago. So it gives opportunity for people to live where they want and to work in jobs either virtually or in a large city environment. And I think technology can be a huge catalyst for that. I also think we have to have the responsibility of understanding the ramifications of open access with technology, what that means to privacy, what it means to family interaction, what it means to making better decisions and informed decisions, and the ability to communicate with each other. Those are all things that we do in the business world, and having employees that understand those new tools is extremely important to us. So that retraining and education on the front end for younger people is also important. We don't want to leave anybody behind. When I think about global competitiveness, and I think about the secret sauce we have in the United States in developing technology, in developing intellectual property and innovation, it's in our DNA. And regardless of the fact that other countries that are up and coming might be piggybacking on a lot of the things that we've invented, it shouldn't stop us from continuing to innovate and to build on that great culture of invention that we have in the United States. I also think from a policy perspective, we have to work as a country with other countries on the rule of law and the respect of innovation and intellectual property. And the United States has a lot to offer from a trade perspective. And so there are ways to really put our trade agreements in place where we encourage the right kind of collaboration and behavior and utilization of technology and innovation that's been created here in order to get that around the world, but to do it in a respectful way where companies and individuals that have created that capability are compensated for it as well. So I think there's a win-win there, and I also think that we have to understand that the more we can get the rest of the world to innovate on their own, the better off the world will be overall.